It's Man United v Liverpool, it's the start of the January transfer window, and it's first v third. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I'm Cultured Left Foot. It's a pleasure once again to have you with me. And as I said, it's first. Liverpool are top of the league, playing us in third, Man United. It's gone again very, very well. So in between, when were we last together? Spartak Moscow, we won 3-2. After that, we beat Wolves 6-0. Very convincing. Absolutely smashed them. Really good performance. You can even just see just from the shots here. I don't know why we've got that repeated twice. Let's just change this one to... no, we've already got match stats up there, Dave. We've already got overview up there. What am I doing? Let's look at the Wolves formation. That'll do. We absolutely smashed Wolves 6-0. So, yeah, incredible performance. Paul Pogba getting a brace, Toss getting one, Hernandez getting a brace, and Adjapong getting a goal from right back as well. After that, we went and beat Watford 2-0 in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals. We're at home again. We restricted them to one shot in the whole game. It was ridiculous. We battered them yet again. 2-0. Derek Murphy getting a goal. Well done, Derek Murphy. And Thomas McCauley. So two youngsters. We played a quite different team. If we have a look at it just on here, this is how we lined up. Dyson and McCauley up front. Sobey in behind. Pacheco and Tafik Mousse in the midfield. Balart, Adjapong. And then a pretty strong back three with Lovro in there as well. Derek Murphy came on and got the goal. And it was really actually Derek Murphy started and then Dyson came on to replace him, actually, is what happened in that one. Next up, it was a very disappointing 0-0 against Stoke. However, we did go down to 10 men in the last 5 minutes. Pogba got injured after I'd made all my subs. But, again, a game where we absolutely battered them. We restricted them to 7 shots, all from range and all off target. So Freshwater not really in any trouble with that one at all. We just couldn't find the killer instinct, didn't create any clear-cut chances. We were restricted to half chances and long shots ourselves. Dominated the possession, just could not find the breakthrough, which was a little bit annoying. After the 0-0, we got another good win, 4-2 away at West Brom. Another game which we absolutely dominated, restricted them to quite a lot of long shots. They got in behind us a couple of times, but generally overall we deserved it. They did create 3 clear-cut chances. Freshwater made a couple of good saves in this game. But again, we're dominating the teams as we should be. We're starting to get this possession dominated. From when we were playing with the 3 up front and we're playing very direct, we're looking at around 39%. We're now getting back up to 51%. We're making lots of in-game changes. We're starting to mark people out of games as well if we think they're having a lot of an impact. So all in all, it's going very well. Obviously, West Brom did hit the woodwork twice, and they had 3 clear-cut chances and 2 half chances. So they may feel a little bit unlucky, but a 4-2 win, a Callum Bacon hat-trick, and a goal for Joel Pacheco as well. A very, very good performance. We then went to Arsenal, bottom of the table Arsenal, and absolutely smashed them 4-0. And when I say we smashed them, to play someone like Arsenal and to get these sorts of stats was ridiculous. They didn't create any clear-cut chances. They only had 2 shots on target. They only created 1 half chance in the whole game. We created 3 clear-cut, 3 half chances. We had 10 shots on target. We were absolutely superb. Hernandez pulled the strings so well. It was ridiculous. Marco Toss got a hat-trick. Adjapong again from right back getting a goal, which has earned himself a new contract. His last bit of form here. He's doing really well, and we get Pacheco to just mark Ruben Neves out of the game, who was their playmaker, and it just nullified all of their attacks completely. And after that 4-0, we've just played Hull, and that was a great 2-0 win as well, which has put us comfortably into 3rd position in the Premier League. So just while this loads, there we go. Again, total domination. We let them have 1 shot on target and 1 shot off target. They got Nabil Bentaleb sent off towards the end of the first half, or right on half time, and that just made it very easy for us. Callum Bacon getting a brace around the Christmas period. Obviously this had lots of rotation, so we ended the game with 2 youngsters in the team, Salami and McLean. Now neither of these guys are anything special, But I thought we'd give them a game. They started on the bench. They came on to the right. Salami mainly got picked because of his name. And he's 17. So they both have a good bit of potential. There's a chance they could grow into something, but don't be surprised if you never really see them again on this save. But total domination, 9 good chances we made. 3 clear cut, 6 half chances, 11 long shots. Again, dominating the possession. A very, very good performance, which brings us on to today's game against Liverpool. But other things we're doing, we are trimming the fat of our players, of our squad. We're really trimming it down. We're trying to sort out the finances. As you can see, that obviously hints to you that we've done some deals that have really got rid of some players because we're now okay for the wages going into next year. We'll find out later on what that is. But let's go into the game. I'll talk to you about what we're going to play. This is how we're going to line up. Paul Pogba has got a long-term injury, is out for a couple of months. So Pacheco is going to get a lot more first-team football. We'll be starting with Freshwater. The plan is to have a Pacheco or Bird, one of those two. Probably Pacheco because he's done it well in every game so far. To be man-marking whoever Liverpool's playmaker is, which I'm pretty sure my match report, opposition report, here we go. Yeah, so it'll be Pereira in attacking midfield, who we're going to completely man-mark. He's listed as their attacking midfielder, or we could man-mark. He's not listed as a playmaker, actually, so it makes sense to probably mark Askey if he starts, because that's the guy we're going to want to stop them playing through. If they're going to, basically, they're going to play some short, crisp football, and it will probably, likely, go through Askey, so that's who we're going to mark. Freshwater's in goal, Wood, Gomez and Sibo as the back three, Adjapong on the right, Robbie Robson, or whatever I call him, on the left, Bird and Pacheco in the middle, Hernandez sitting behind Bacon and Toss. Callum Bacon, congratulations, you've just been voted Russian Player of the Year, so well done for that. And Hernandez actually came second in North American Player of the Year. They have Lafont in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Saldana, Lyanco. I've never heard of him, Lyanco. Where have they signed him from? He's not too bad. Not brilliant, but not too bad. They signed him from Sevilla, who signed him from San, whoever San is. Where does he start? He starts at SPO and moved to Torino. Oh, no, he starts at Torino. Why don't I recognise? Oh, Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo Football Club? I don't know. Doesn't matter. And then Jorge, or Jorg, left back. While Marcos, who's a very good player for them, Askey, who we're trying to man-mark out the game, Tietes, Pereira, Kovalenko and Isela up front. Weirdly, they're not playing, what's his name? The striker that's really good for them. We'll just click on Jack Butland. Adrian Silva is the name I'm trying to think of. Is he is injured, as is De Ligt, their starting centre-back. So, quite a good time to play them. Let's get into the dressing room. We're going to obviously go out there and say we owe Liverpool. We'll obviously say always go for revenge if it's there. Get into the tunnel. I always personally look forward to the tunnel. They're a good team, but we relish the challenge. And focus on what we can do rather than what they can do. So let's get the game underway, and we'll be back if there's any urgent action. And I realise we are back, but there's no urgent action to speak of at the moment. But we forgot to get Pacheco to mark specific player. We want you to mark Thomas Askey. It's going to slightly force him out of formation. Oh, maybe we should get Hernandez to man mark Thomas Askey. He's got pretty decent. I don't want to pull Pacheco out of that role really, so we'll try Hernandez to do it to start with and see if that helps. It's mainly just to stop him getting on the ball. That's what we want. We want to cut off the passing lanes to him. That's the plan of man marking him. And Alvin Lafont has picked up a little injury, which is interesting. Toss looks to try and get on the long ball. Saldana clears. Alexander-Arnold with the ball here. Cuts around inside. Kovalenko. Pereira back out to Alexander-Arnold with the ball on the right hand side. Good switch of play up to Tietes. And Liverpool just trying to dominate the ball here. Kovalenko hounded out. Tietes. Space on for George, we'll call him. Kovalenko at the back post. Heads it back across. Tietes over the bar. Dangerous start for Liverpool. Askey with a free kick. Isela on the edge, and it's a great tackle from Adjapong. Can we launch a counter-attack now? Up it goes to Hernandez. It's 3-on-1. Hernandez just find the right pass into Toss. Marco Toss. He's hit the post. Oh my God, he's hit the post. I just assumed it was going to be a goal. Marco Toss. Got to be scoring that in a game like this. Really have to be scoring that. Saldana out to Pereira into Isela. Isela to Saldana again. Pereira, terrible shot. Really wide. Robson out to Hernandez. Hernandez to Toss. Toss shoots from range, and it's a bit of a ping pong, but Lafont clears. Easy for Wood to get that one. Wood up to Adjapong. Japong, go back to Wood and keep the ball. That's good. Good football. Wood into Hernandez. Pacheco, Bacon, back to Hernandez. Good football. Good movement. Toss is there. Marco Toss makes up for the earlier miss. It's 1-0 to United. That was some really good, sensible football. And it puts us up to top spot in the league. Wood into Hernandez. Then there's a good little bit of movement here to Hernandez to get onto the ball. Lovely flick round the corner from Bacon. And then Toss does not miss them. And just to make sure, he rifled it as hard as he could at the net. Wood then, long crossfield ball to Robson from that free kick. Straight up to Marco Toss, who's in again, and he's missed again. Could have a hat-trick, Marco. You could have a hat-trick. 35 minutes gone, Liverpool are looking a little bit worse for wear around the park. Alexander-Arnold, 66. Tiertes, 57. Askey, 67. They're looking tired. We've got the fitness on them where we rotated our team over the Christmas period. And Sibo does well to intercept that pass. Robson up to Pacheco. Pacheco down the line looking for Marco Toss, but it was asking a lot of the forward, and Alexander-Arnold takes his time to get there. Crossfield ball to Tiertes, back to Horge. They're just working this well. See, now this is where Pacheco really should be getting close up to Askey, and he's just not doing it. Pereira into Tiertes. No, it should be Hernandez, shouldn't it? Not Pacheco. So Pacheco reads that well. Hernandez, Bacon. He's got a run of Toss, finds him. He's through again, and he's missed again. Marco Toss really should be taking these chances. I know he's got a goal, but maybe we need to think about subbing him to someone. I know he's got that trait that means he is not a big fan of the big matches, and maybe that's just playing on his conscience today, that he's in this big game and he's snatching at the chances. He is on a 7 though. He is one of the highest rated. Pacheco on a 6.6 is struggling, as is Adjapong in a big game like this. So it'll be interesting to see what changes we'll do as we're ticking into half time. So we'll just stick with it until the half time whistle goes. 2 minutes of added on time. We'll see what happens. We're going to do this game and then a little bit into the January transfer window as well. As I mean, we're restricting to 1 shot on target. We've only had 2 ourselves. We are 1-0 up, so we can always drop to the counter if needs be. I'm just going to say, you know, go and give these fans their money's worth, and then we're going to do the classic to everybody. We have passionate, you weren't that bad, but I've got faith in you to do well. I just want to... Hernandez is on a 7.1, so that man marking role obviously isn't affecting him too much. We're going to keep him on it for now. Toss just snatching at those chances a little bit. Pacheco not having a good game. We have got Musai on the bench who we could bring on, but it's a very big game for someone so young. So we'll leave it as it is for now. One thing I do like to look at in here, if you guys play Football Manager quite a lot, this is a very good thing to go into. If you go on here and click Analyze Data, clear all that off, and then go into passes and look at Liverpool and look at not all combinations. No. Whoa. We want to take that off all, and you can see here who's doing the most. So Alexander-Arnold up that right hand side is where they're having the most combinations. So, and then Askey on the left hand side is trying to dictate play out there, and Kovalenko is all through the middle, and then Askey and Tiertes. So they're down the right, it's Alexander-Arnold and Kovalenko. So maybe we just think about, I'm wondering if we man mark, we don't really need to change anything too much, but do we get Adjapong to man mark Kovalenko and try and cut off that pass? If we go, no, it wouldn't be Adjapong, will it? It would be Robson, because it's their right hand side. If we just try and get Robson to man mark, there he is, Kovalenko. Okay, we'll try that just for a little bit, just to see if we can stem the flow of that football on their right-hand side. So hopefully we should see, there we go, a bit of man marking going on. Robson straight away pounces on the ball. My worry is that it would leave Trent Alexander-Arnold free for an overlap, but we'll see what happens. As we have a highlight straight away, Woodburn into Askey, Askey to Lianco, into Woodburn, out to Pereira, Pereira to Isello, who's left in absolute acres, and he's missed the chance. Well, it's a good stop from Freshwater is what the commentary says. The ball in, Marco Toss wins the header, and 5 minutes in, am I happy? I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. We're going to, straight away, we're going to remove that mark specific player and just leave him to defend how he was before as they shoot and it goes wide. Marco Toss picks it up then. He's got runners in front of him. He actually ran into Pacheco. As Kovalenko looks forward into Pereira, Alexander-Arnold going up against Robson, puts a cross in. Isella's there and it's over the bar. And I think we're going to just drop down to the counter. And Adjapong with a throw. Hernandez. into Bird. Bird to Pacheco. Pacheco holds on to it. Hernandez, Bird, Marco toss. Good football. Bacon, toss, shoots, deflected. Sadana threw himself in front of the shot. And gives us a chance to send a few guys up. Maybe dangerous from a set piece. Hernandez with the ball in. Trent Alexander heads it away. Bird. Pacheco in space. He's hit the post. And Leanco clears. It's the second time we've hit the woodwork in this game. Oh, I really hope this doesn't come back to haunt us. Askey on the edge. Saldana. Pacheco intercepts. Bacon up to Toss. Toss holds on to it well and holds up the play and beats one, beats two. Into Bacon. It's a poor shot. Isella has picked up a clearance from a corner. Ball across. Pereira over the bar. And it's even. No one's really dominating it so far. Liverpool may be creating a few better chances, but it still could go either way this game. Okay, they've changed formation to a 3-4-3, which means we're matched up at the front and the back, but it means we can probably take advantage here. Something I'm going to do, I'm actually going to bring on Victor Lindelof for Pacheco, and we're just going to make him sit as a central midfielder on defend. So it means we'll have a bit of a less attacking impotence, and we're going to take Hernandez off man marking, which will free him up, and we're actually just going to get Lindelof to man mark Thomas Askey, who's still on the pitch, still their playmaker, and hopefully it just means Lindelof will just follow him around the pitch and make sure he can't dictate the play. That's the main thing we want to do in this. Is Robbie Robson picks up a yellow card. Woodburn has it into Askey, out to Pereira, Pereira to Kovalenko, Kovalenko to Love, Isella, Woodburn, Kovalenko, ball across, cleared. It's just, I was going to say we're just hanging on and we're not. And their 3-4-3 formation is giving them the breakthrough. We're just going to go back to a standard position. I just don't... 3-4-3 is something I really struggle against. And they've gone back to the original formation now, which really does screw over me bringing on Lindelof. But Asibo's there, shoot! Oh, what a save from Lafont. It's got to go down as a clear-cut chance as Bird picks up the ball into Ajapong. Ajapong to Bird. Bird up to Hernandez, through Bacon, can he square it? He's kept it in play but just couldn't get it out of his feet. Ajapong keeps it in play. Bird to Lindelof. Lindelof to Toss. We're doing well here. Bacon's through on goal. He shoots into the corner. It's there again. Assist by Marco. Scored by Bacon. 2-1 up. We move back up into top spot in the league, and I'm sure they're going to revert back to their 4-3-3. As Ajapong did very well to keep that in. Can put it into Bird, who by the way, Keith Bird has been superb for us this season. Callum Bacon in behind. Lovely finish into the bottom corner. Placed really well. And they do go back to the 3-4-3. Now I'm wondering, do we just man mark both their central midfielders? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we do here, because I just don't like that 3-4-3 they're playing. I don't know how to defend against it. Sibo and Wood both playing quite poorly. But I don't really want to make any changes. If I did, it would be Ballart's on for Robson just because of that yellow card, but I think we can get away with it. And now Adjapang's picked up a yellow card as well. We've got Rashford we could bring on for a striker for a bit more pace, but don't really need to change the strikers as Robson picks this up. Ball through. Bacon will look to get on the end of it, and he is. He's into the box. He's on his own. He's got to shoot, and he scores with one hell of a finish. That was hit with some pure venom from Callum Bacon. And 3-1 with 5 minutes to go. We could be doing well here. Hernandez intercepted the throw really well. It's knocked down from toss to Robson. And Robbie Robson with a wonderful ball through. And then Bacon just cuts around the defender. And I didn't think he was going to score. I thought he was just going to hit it straight at Lafont, who would save it. But 3-1, 5 minutes to go. Robson with a throw as we're into the last sort of 4 or 5 minutes now. Lindelof can't do anything with it. Sibo gets his head to it, but it's poor. Love picks it up, and now it's 3-on-4. Great ball through to Isella. Terrible shot from Isella, though, and that does not trouble us at all. Toss gets the ball as we come forward from the resulting goal kick. He's found Robson on the left-hand side. Good ball out there from Bacon. Back to Marco Toss at the back post. Couldn't get the power on his header, and Lafont picks it up. And now I'm just wondering, do we make a sort of time-wasting change, as we could bring on Marco Toss for Marcus Rashford, and we'll do Sibo for... We're actually going to do Sibo for Masue and then put Lindelof back there, and Masue can come on and keep doing the marking role. He's not the best marker in the world, but I'm sure he can do it. Hernandez with a free kick, shoots. Terrible. Well, look at these numbers we're keeping back. so that we don't get caught on a set-piece counter-attack. Love it. So this should be the game. Bird picks it up in the middle, and it is, and we go top of the league, which is wonderful. And we beat Liverpool, which is always fantastic as a Man United fan. I'm very happy with the result. Absolutely brilliant. And now we're just going to do up to, there you go, you can see there briefly who was leaving the club. Callum Bacon sends Man United top. Classy Callum Bacon on form, passionately, superb in front of goal. I've lost track of the amount of times I've said that to him. But if we look at the squad, go to goals, 27 goals in 25 total appearances for Marco Toss. 16 goals in 21 appearances for Callum Bacon. Those two up front have been absolute superb signings. I'm so happy we got them in. Just incredible. And then assist, it's still Marco Toss up that and Callum Bacon in second. Actually, Marco Toss hogging all the assists as well. So that's really good to see. And now we'll move on to the opening of the January transfer window. Marco Toss and Callum Bacon get second and third place in Player of the Month. So well done, guys, there. And Young Player of the Month goes to Joel Pacheco in first and Boniface Sivo in third. We'll congratulate Pacheco on that. And we get Manager of the Month, which is really good. I haven't got one yet as Man United manager, so I'm really happy with that. So as you can see, we have some outs. David Neres leaves for 18 million to go and join Jiangsu in the Chinese Super League. Off he goes. Never really got a chance under me. 2 appearances, in the league this year, 6.5. Never impressed when he was given the chance for me. Happy to recoup some money for him, get him out the door. And Lukaku has gone as well for 1.5 million. Basically, we took whatever we could because his contract was expiring. So Anderlecht offered 1.5 million. We accepted it. He only played 7 appearances, although he did score 4 goals and get 3 assists in that. But didn't have a look in with Marco Toss and Callum Bacon, and then we've got Derek Murphy, and we've got Tom Dyson and Thomas McCauley as well. So Lukaku was very much surplus to requirements. Oh, we've also brought in Juan Mata as our director of football. No reason. He doesn't do anything for the club other than just give me updates like this. But he's a very good looking man, so he's in. So I guess we should probably look at the table. We need to look at the top of the table up here. So we've played 20. Man City have 3 games in hand on us, so they could go quite a number of points clear at the top again. But we are a point clear with the game in hand over Liverpool. It's all very odd, the game in hands at the moment, because so many different people are in so many different competitions going on. It's very strange. However, again, behind my head, Arsenal are still rock bottom. They've won 3 games out of the 20 that they've played. It's ridiculous. Top goal scorer for Man United, Marco Toss with 23 goals. In fact, if we just go to the English Premier League, let's have a look. So Marco Toss is well out in front in goal scoring. He's also well out in front in the average rating. And he's well out in front of the assists and player of the matches. So, yeah, if he doesn't get player of the year this year in the Premier League, I'll be very, very surprised. Now, very interestingly, Arsenal won 4-2. But more interestingly than that, Man City lost one of their games in hand 3-2 to Birmingham, which is incredibly interesting. Sane actually scored in the first and the last minute of the game. He looks incredible. 31. How's he got on in this game? Just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Really good player in real life. Looks really good in that. We've also agreed to let Flores leave the club and join Barcelona. So that's good. It gives us a little bit of money in the coffers as well. Finances wise, we're now only 12 million in debt, which is great. So the main thing is, though, we're passing all the FFP, which means no punishments and we'll be fine for all the football next time. So what is that formation? That is really bizarre. I don't know. We're not going to play the Ipswich game in this episode. We're going to play up to the Ipswich game just to see if there's any more transfer news that happens. And I'll update you if there is. So there you have it. It's confirmed. Michael Flores leaves for 55 million to join Barcelona. Again, another player that just didn't... One game for us under me. Got a 7.8, but just we're not playing with wingers. He can't do anything else other than be a winger. He was never going to fit. So 55 million, we sell 25-year-old elite winger. Michael Flores might come back to haunt us. Might not. You never know. But he keeps his nice little regen face. And it gives us 55 million, which pumps up our money to 31 million. How are we now failing player wage rise regulations? I've just got rid of wages. That's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what's happening there. But anyway, he's gone for 55 million. And I think that's going to be the last bit of news we get, because we're going to be doing the Ipswich game and I'm not going to be doing it in this episode. We will decide when we'll be back. We've got a little bit of news. Some more. They make an offer for Thomas Fish, who looks pretty decent. Is it a loan offer? No, it's a fee for 0. Huh? What? He's not... What? No. Reject. You can't have him on a free transfer. If we look at the schedule then, we will be back for maybe the second leg there. Maybe we'll come back for Southampton and Bournemouth down at the South Coast. 2 away games on the South Coast. We might come back for that, or a double header against Bournemouth. Somewhere around there we'll be back for. And then it'll probably be after that, it'll be Juventus, look at that, Juventus, Tottenham, Man City. Wow, what a run of games that is. And we actually finish the season. I really hope that if we finish the season, you can't see it there, it's against Arsenal we finish the season, and I really hope we relegate them. Sorry Arsenal fans, I just really hope we do. But we will end the video there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As you can see, I've finally updated the background page. It's been a pleasure having you here with me. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. Tell me what you think about selling those players. We haven't brought anyone in the window yet, but we'll have to see what happens. But thank you very much for watching, and for now, I'm out. Cheers.